Nathan Weddle did one thing his son couldn't. He stayed in solitary confinement for longer than 11 days.
Gave him a glass of milk, the cheapest milk we have. He drank it, and he goes,
"This is like milk in HD."
Even when people are telling stories about knowing Jake Weddle, it's still infuriating to hear him make jokes. Dude, it's so funny because he was so transparent. Like, bro, I really need like the H3 community to buy one of these. Remember the clip? We watched it. It was on one of the VODs. You could probably find it. Maybe I'll link it down below. When he got caught talking about like, oh, the plushie, we need them to buy the plushies. Speaking of Ethan Klein, because we're just grinding through this Ethan Klein drama today, there's just so much Ethan to talk about. Have you guys listened to Ethan's take on Jake Weddle before we start making fun of his girlfriend?
Everybody's mad at me this week. I thought this was funny. Jake Weddle? Who the f is this guy again?
He's the MrBeast guy.
Oh yeah, what the fuck are you mad at me for, bitch? You goofy ass. This dumbass from all the MrBeast exposed videos.
But so based, by the way. How could you not like Ethan in 2024?
Who was crying about, he said he was experiencing Geneva Convention defined torture, sitting in a room where he couldn't turn off the lights, being paid $10,000 a day, where he could leave at any time he wanted.
Dude, even Ethan agrees with us. This is so W, bro.
Yeah, that sounds horrible, man.
Ethan was also very dismissive of my solidarity story. I'm sorry, bro. You're a dork. Yeah, and your story wasn't that bad. You're a whiny. I'm just gonna say it all the way. You literally complained about participating in an experiment. You got paid $10,000.
Yes, $10,000 a day. Additional 50 on top.
$10 a day for that.
Bro, say what you want about Nathan Weddle, by the way, and I will. Nathan Weddle should not leave his incarceration, despite what many have been saying recently. But, stealing a joke from Hellbent, Nathan Weddle did one thing his son couldn't. He stayed in solitary confinement for longer than 11 days. Hellbent, ladies and gentlemen, with the fucking joke of the year. Jesus Christ.
You could leave at any time. That's not torture. You could leave at any fucking time, okay?
Especially in the face of all these horrible accusations towards MrBeast and Ava.
Yes.
For you to try to parade your... And maybe it was miserable for you, but come on now. Let's contextualize things.
This was his solidarity story?
Yeah.
Not you, bro.
Solitary.
Oh, sorry.
Because he was in solitary confinement.
This man said he was in solitary confinement with an exit button.
Yeah, and with an hourly pay of $10,000.
You know how much they get paid in prison in solitary? Like 17 cents a day.
Yeah, or I guess $10,000 a day. Yeah, that's what's that in
10,000 a day, man. You're a whiny bitch. I'll say it.
Dude, everyone gets fucking eaten alive for this, but this is the right take. This is unironically the best take you could have on Jake Weddle.
I never liked you. I was just being nice because I didn't want to deal with all the bullshit. I can say it now. I don't care.
I was just being nice to you because I didn't want to deal with the bullshit. Dude, oh my god. And he's so right, because you had to eat so much shit from commenters. You're like, actually, it broke the Geneva Convention. Bro, we're like 4 months out of the fucking start of the MrBeast, almost 5 months out of the MrBeast drama. You can finally just turn around and say, fuck this guy, and nobody hoards you anymore. It's awesome.
Ethan was very dismissive of my solitary story. No, this has nothing to do with Hassan, Trisha, or Israel. I'm just being petty.
Oh, okay.
Well, then it takes one to know one, bitch.
Person. Who is Bunty King?
I used to love H3. I'll get in line. Sucks what billions of dollars in unchecked power does to a person. Unchecked power? What am I, the fuck, Stalin? I'm just a dude with unchecked power. Unchecked power? What do you mean? Unchecked power? What do you think I do here? What a dramatic, stupid bitch you are. We need to get your ass back in solitary. Or you can't fucking bitch and cry.
Dude, we need to put him back in solitary confinement is a take that I was not even brave enough to think of. That's actually literally the best take possible. Jake, instead of being paid 50 grand more, should have been placed in solitary confinement again and forced to finish the challenge.
I'm an exit button this time.
What a whiner. Did he end up getting like hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Yeah, he was in multiple MrBeast videos. He definitely made good money.
This one must, if I was Jimmy, this one would have...
No, he got paid for that one too.
All of them. It's like you took part in the video. You knew exactly what it was.
Voluntarily.
We paid you a shitload of money.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
You know, so there you go. Get in line, dork bitch. Whatever your name is.
Tipster, do not use your curse to take down Ethan. I fucking love this guy now.
Weddle? You Weddle mad?
We lost Muda. We lost Bowblax. We lost Tipster. We lost so many people these last 2 years. Let me have Ethan back, okay? He's awesome now. But anyway, Then there was this. Gotcha Cat, the moderator from YouTube Drama, posted, it came to the attention of us in the mod team yesterday. There was a situation with Jake Weddle and his girlfriend. If you watch the first VOD, which is also available on the channel, link above right here when you watch it, what happened was the moderators, Lex claimed that the moderators said that they would like delete the video or whatever because it would violate her copyright. And the mods were like, wait, she never spoke to us, implying that Lex was lying about the Hellbent stuff. Anyway, it got cleared up, so I'm going to cover it here. It came to our attention that from the mod team yesterday afternoon, there was a situation with Jake Weddle and his girlfriend Lex. The YouTuber Hellbent was also involved. A TLDR from the DMs between Hellbent and Lex were leaked that claimed that one of the moderators had warned her about a video from Hellbent that was in a copyright violation. Our immediate reaction was outrage, as that was not true. A few of us had spoken to Lex via mod mail, and when she contacted us, she mentioned us the supposed video in question. So when we saw these DMs, we felt confused and betrayed because that was not how things had happened. However, we were not ready to shut this down. Oh god, these people act like they're so important. It's so funny. We weren't ready to shut this down as being a case of us being lied to just yet. So we gave Lex the chance to explain herself. When we contacted her, she told us someone claiming to be a moderator contacted her about the video. We were skeptical at first, but asked her to provide proof so both of us could confirm her story and we could identify the person pretending to be the moderator and deal with them accordingly. Lex provided us the first screen cap here, showing a deleted account claiming to be a moderator. Now, our initial reaction was this must be suspicious or whatever. This is a suspicious screenshot. It's understandable that maybe your initial reaction as well, especially if you're an Android user like the majority of our mod team. Snoo is facing the wrong way. The text is weirdly small. What is Snoo? Is that like the Reddit thing? And the kerneling is off, but we do our homework here. So we decided to do some forensics. This is the gayest thing I ever read in my life. I wanted to be nice because they said some nice stuff about me the other day, and I just can't. This is the fucking cringiest shit. This is, sorry for any gay people out there who might have been affected by my words just now. I did not mean to compare you to this fucking paragraph, because this is pretty bad. Like, what the fuck am I reading, dude? We were going to do some forensic analysis to confirm the authenticity of the screen cap. When we asked Lex, she told us that she's an iOS user, which quickly explained why the format looks so different. Gotcha Cat am the only member of the mod team also using iOS, so I was able to confirm the discrepancy between it and the Android was legitimate. The next step was finding the explanation for the weird text size and kerneling. Now, if you're an iPhone user, you might be aware there's a feature that lets you change the text size in your phone to make it bigger or smaller. So on my own iPhone, I opened this feature and shrank my text, and we compared it to look at the message Lex sent us, and it was a match. So the kerneling and text size was explained. Now, the final part, the most glaring issue of the screen cap, is why the Snoo is facing that way. This part was a little harder to confirm. One of the other moderators created a burner account, and they messaged me with a lovely message that you've been seeing in my experimentation with. They burnt that account, and now we have to wait several hours for the deletion of the account to fully go through. And when we checked this morning, there it was. The Snoo was facing the wrong way. Basically, someone trolled Lex, and she's retarded. So that's the drama. I can't listen to any more Reddit. I can't read it. I can't do anything with it. Then Cope and Seethe posted a thread, which was really funny. I think this one flew under the radar. Apparently Lex... there's a lot of AMAs going out today with people named Jake involved, right? This is an AMA right here. Posts might share meaningful experiences. So you can see all the messages are deleted. Lex fired up a fucking thing and just started doing AMAs, I guess. And then deleted the entire thing and removed all of her replies. Which is very peculiar. MrBeast has made a... Oh, I gotta pull up we gotta get some fucking... We gotta get some music on this. MrBeast has made a career from manipulating children psychologically to make dopamine-stimulating content that is intended to prioritize retention over quality. He's known for doing extreme challenges and advertises nothing is CGI or fake. This is false. It's been disproven. He fakes a lot of videos. As people have spoken out about their experiences at the company, including people who have been put in solitary confinement for 11 days and suffered long-term trauma, and people who suffered injuries due to the demands of challenges with no safety personnel on site. Jimmy has done everything he can to quell the whistleblowers and discredit them by encouraging, and in some cases paying, his employees and creators to do interviews on commentary channels and encourage streamers to watch the videos. Jimmy, wait, I'm sorry, what the fuck? Is there any evidence that Jimmy is paying people to do, wait, he's paying his employees and creators to do interviews on commentary channels? Why? First of all, there is absolutely zero evidence that Jimmy has ever paid anybody involved with any of this. The allegation is that if an employee on his own dime picked up the flight for soggy cereal. As far as I know, there is no evidence that the employee was compensated, that he got even the money that he gave the soggy back. No evidence of that, by the way, ever shown, ever even, like, anything else is speculation. Right? And there's been no evidence that Soggy himself was paid any like physical money other than the flight that he got from the employee. But when you say it like this, you could be like, well, there's compromised YouTubers being paid by Jimmy to platform the correct opinion that Jimmy wants to share. Oh God. Yeah, it's so fucking funny. Jimmy is obsessed with money and gambling. And he runs his platform the same way. CoffeeZilla just did a video discussing his shady crypto, and Jimmy currently has Harvey Weinstein's legal... By the way, this has never been a good argument. Oh no, he got a established fucking legal team involved in his situation. Wait, you mean the legal team that had other clients previously? Whenever you're Harvey Weinstein's legal team, you just know that whatever the person is going to say after this is it's complete bogus. Just ignore everything that person has to say. And a PR team cleaning up everything they can on social media. Jimmy hired a registered sex offender while making content for children, and his claim is he had no idea. However, an employee spoke on record. However, we have some guy's testimony that tells a different story on how MrBeast was financially contributing to expunge the perp's record during the time of employment. Again, that's Jake the Viking. That guy is retarded. Nothing that guy says is... That guy literally turned around and said, I have no evidence for this statement. My source is my sex offender brother-in-law. Okay? So, just to be clear, when he says that an employee spoke on record, he literally heard it from the sex offender. The sex offender's own story is that Jake was trying to expunge his record. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Jimmy was trying to expunge his record. Okay? So again, if you want to take the sex offender's word for it, that is the most charitable thing that he could possibly pull for himself, is that everybody believed he wasn't guilty and they were trying to get his record expunged. Feel free to believe the sex offender, but whatever. That's all your thing. Jimmy makes junk food for kids. Oh no. Including chocolate bars. Oh no. And Lunchable knockoff. Oh no. That have been found to be moldy by many people. Ooh. Reports have been filed to the FDA over foodborne illnesses, with at least one individual falling ill, allegedly tied to the product. Thanks for the allegedly is doing a lot of weight there. Remember, these products are being sold and marketed to children. It's also overdue on his property taxes. Gives a fuck. Dude, Jimmy's overdue on his property taxes. Shut the whole thing down. Shut the whole thing down. By the way, we haven't even talked about the concept here. Why the fuck is some contestant's ex-girlfriend doing a fucking AMA? What value does she offer anybody in this situation? Who the fuck wants to hear from the girlfriend of a contestant? I no wonder she deleted it. Oh, overdue on his property taxes, which is publicly available on information in real estate records of North Carolina. Everyone in Greenville dislikes Jimmy. Like, how the fuck would you know? Everybody in Greenville hates Jimmy. By the way they treat the employees, but his employees are essentially in a cult. You're in a cult, chat. It's a cult. This woman's not okay. This woman is mentally fucking mind-fucked. Like, this is actually nuts. She's been dating Jake for 2 months. At least this whole thing... Look, it might have damaged MrBeast's career, alright? You can't put that past it. It might have gotten Dogpack sued, which I still think is going to happen. it might have made Rosanna smoke her dead dad. But the biggest takeaway is that this drama got Jake Weddle pussy. And you can never take that away. Dude, this girl literally is just like, that's the guy. In this, dude, mid-drama, this guy's crying on video, talking about how he's in solitary confinement, and she's just like, I'm opening up. Let's go. Let me swing those legs wide open, dude.
Nicholas DeOrio?
Did you see Rosanna posted ass on Maid? No, I didn't. But the children in her audience are probably scarred for life, I imagine, by her own thing. Everybody in Greenville dislikes Jimmy the way they treat employees, but his employees are essentially in a cult. Dude, you know who the current fucking person working there is? Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but I was talking to Jimmy recently, and he told me that his new director, Camden, is going to be running this show from now on, okay? And yes, that is Camden Gerard Davis. Okay, that's how they keep them. I'm kidding. Camden Gerard Davis is the new CEO of MrBeast. There we go, chat. This is fantastic. We're finally here, dude. Perfect. All right. They fear backlash. She's got a lot of money, big ego. Combination's never good. So then there's like a ton of comments. MrBeast private investigator baited me into disclosing me and my partner's location when I was in North Carolina. I had no idea it was him. I found out later. After that, my phone started doing weird beeps when I placed a call, as if the calls were being intercepted. Bro! What? MrBeast is intercepting phone calls now. What? In my opinion, from experiences of what I've heard, they're doing this to scare people and to staying silent and collect personal information for blackmail. Oh, thanks. Cool. Mods can reach out to verify me. My partner was put in solitary confinement by MrBeast for 11 days and forced to run a marathon at the end of it with no prior training and multiple days of sleep where they refused to shut the lights off. I see PTSD symptoms he has every day while the internet calls him a crybaby. He is a crybaby. And this is why people don't speak out. I do have an inside scoop. My partner and many of our friends are present and past MrBeast employees. I've been in the thick of it. Wait, what? I've been what? Wait, you've been what? Wait, you've been in the what? Wait. Wait, you've been where? No! I don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. Dude, she's in the thick of it and everybody knows. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I got you, chat. I got you good. You've gotten by got today, dude. Oh man. This is great. I've been in the for a while now. This stuff is going around on the internet because people are trying to raise awareness. People like you, why more people don't speak out. MrBeast makes money in a lot of ways. Sponsors, ad revenue, but another source is through crypto and overseas business transactions and donations to his philanthropy channel. He's still profiting off harming people and should be federally investigated. If you think that rich people don't do shady things with their money to quell people who are speaking out about their company's misconducts. But yeah, so there was like a whole thing here. Apparently she had a whole Reddit AMA and then fucking deleted it. She's like hyper unhinged is what Beckett said. So thank you, Beckett. Thank you, Beckett.
I don't respect you.
Lexus Ford Pinto is a metaphor for her online career. Facts. All right, chat. You guys didn't hit the goal, so you know what you earned? You just earned another goal, okay? This one's going to be 45 minutes. You better get this thing done, guys. There we go. All right, guys. So now we're going to check out Lex's video that she made and didn't name me in. This is the first video in like a while where I'm not named in it. You missed Beckett's super chat? I'm sorry, Beckett. I give it 6 months until Lex makes accusations against Jake. Looking into bits around her channel, it looks like she flips out against anyone and around her, so no normal person gets evicted this much. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I don't know. That sounds like it would be the case, though. She seems like a a traveling trauma fucking salesman who's just here to pick up. So we'll see if that stays. Listen, on the short term, he got laid. Dude, could you imagine if next year, like in March, we have to defend Jake Weddle from like false rape allegations? Like we have to go full sal the other way, and all of a sudden now we have to like defend him from future rape allegations and like help him. He could be like the next future member, dude, of the commentary crew, and we'll save it. All right, guys, let's get this thing going. So she responded, and we're going to check it out for you right now.
No, we're going to be watching this video and
I don't know how you make a response to something like this personally.
ripping it to shreds on Twitter. Hi, it's nice to see you. I'm Lex. It's been a while since I made my last YouTube video. I'm sorry about that. Life has been insane. A lot of good things have happened. Hi, Milo. Milo wants to say hi. Do you have anything
You named your cat after Milo Yiannopoulos?
to say? That's okay. Anyway, a lot of good things have happened. A lot of crazy things have happened. And I have been trying to sort through all my footage and put it all together.
Is this Lex Updog? No, this is Mrs. T Lexify. To you.
in a cohesive way. But honestly, editing is my biggest bottleneck.
Hey, thank you so much, Anya.
And I just
Found your
need
channel
to
during
film.
the Mama Max stuff, and I've been enjoying your streams ever since.
Wow,
Paying tithe for Christmas in appreciation for your streams. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
A video like this and give you guys all of the updates at once because there's too much to make a bunch of videos about. What has been going on in my life? Well, we'll start with the good. I was gifted a Ford Pinto by
It's Milo Raffle Waffles. Is that the name of her cat? I could believe that.
a follower turned friend. His name is Jacob, and you will probably
A follower turned friend. This is a chronically online person.
recognize the Ford Pinto from one of my older videos a year ago when I was talking about the Ford Pinto in a parking lot because I saw a guy with a Ford Pinto in a parking lot and I was like, oh my god, this is one of my dream cars. So the Ford Pinto is my favorite car because it is known for
Wait, so you just saw a car in the parking lot and started filming a vlog next to it? I don't know if I respect that or if that's kind of just weird behavior.
it would
What tier of sub do you turn into a friend? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good joke off the back of that one, but it seems pretty low. It seems like the stakes are pretty low for that.
light on fire and then just lock the passengers inside. And since I read about that, I was like, well, I have to have one.
I have to have one. I have to have one.
The most insane side quests always happen in my life, and this might be the most insane one of all. It's my new car! My dream car! I pulled too hard. I already broke it and I haven't even had it.
Super
Turbocharged.
All right, let's zoom past the car stuff. Jesus, she was gifted a Ford Pinto. Wait, did you disclose? Did you disclose who gifted it to you?
I have your biggest liability in my driveway. So, anyway, that was really cool. I now have 4 cars, the smart car, the Civic, the
Bro, this bitch drives a smart car. There's no way. Wait, why does this fucking girl have 4 cars? Dude, her boyfriend literally can't fucking make rent. And this guy she's got 4 fucking cars.
Ford Pinto, and the Mazda 323. None of them are working right now. Well, they're working.
4 cars that aren't working.
But they all work. See, if I could combine them all into one car, then they'd be functional. But they all have little bits and pieces that the other cars need.
Have you considered just selling whatever fucking project cars you have and just getting one that works?
And I'd have to put them together.
Maybe
like,
her parents are rich. I think they are. That was what the account told Hellbent. Yeah.
Lego. So, moral of the story is,
Dude, Jake Weddle literally went from poverty to finding a schizophrenic rich girlfriend that probably wants to move in with him, according to Shot, apparently. So I gotta be honest with you, Jake hit the lottery as long as he doesn't catch a fucking a felony allegation.
I have another car. I'm starting to feel like the SPCA at this point, saving people's cars. Always.
I keep thinking Jake do Weddle, and I've combined the two of them in my mind. They aren't rich. She's literally being evicted. Well, then she's just selling herself really highly.
But yeah, that happened, and that was really cool, and that was really fun. And I filmed a whole video of it that day, and then it didn't go as planned, because when do things ever go as planned in my life? That would be so out of character for me. That's never happening. I was gonna film a video with like all of my friends going to a
Not a good year for Jakes. No, not a good year at all for Jakes. They're having
meet and showing them the Ford Pinto, but all of my friends decided to not be friends anymore.
Wait, you lost all of your friends since your last video? Like every one of them? Nobody wants to talk to you?
We'll get into that a little bit, because that's another update on my life. But so we have
Wait, update on my life, guys. I lost all my friends. Is this what a vlog is? Like, this is what vlogging YouTubers talk about?
Ford Pinto. That was going to be a whole video of its own. I spent 5 hours on just the first 20 seconds because my manager
I spent 5 hours in the first 20 seconds of my video, bro. Your quality is not high enough to justify that.
Was like, you need to do things for attention. You need to make your videos clickbaity. You need to feed the algorithm.
Well, what I did was I responded to Nick DeOrio.
And you know what? No, I don't. The algorithm can stay starving. I do not want to be one of those
I do not want to be successful. I will not make good videos. I will not have a career. You're so virtuous, ma'am.
Bait content creators that just has Raid Shadow Legends sponsors.
Oh my god, this is Turkey Tom. Bro, this girl would be dating Turkey Tom if it was like 5 years ago, bro.
Them, and they just accept every sponsor that comes their way. I never ever want to be one.
Dude, you know what? All right, there's got to be a difference between I won't do any sponsor ever and I'm Jake Doolittle. Here's my dildo sponsorship. Put your email in this weird form.
One of those creators. I want to have an organic presence, and I am getting so tired of the commercialization of YouTube and content. And so I got into a little bit of a depressive rut where I didn't want to post videos at all because I had to fulfill certain requirements and do all this SEO stuff for the algorithm.
So have you ever considered not being a YouTuber? It doesn't seem like you're really built for it.
And it becomes less of a creative endeavor and more of a
Have you considered making Tipster Part 5?
chore. And I think that's a problem that a lot of creators face, and I am one of them. But I do love making videos, and I love the community that we have.
Dude, make Bowblax episode 3. Your career will just take off.
I'm in the Discord every goddamn day, and the community that
maybe you should get out of the Discord every goddamn day.
We have is so amazing. So amazing, in fact, that I flew down to North Carolina, and I held a meet at a random Buc-ee's in Tennessee. Never been to Buc-ee's, never been to Tennessee. And a bunch of really cool people came out. My friend Doss Auto Media, his name's Jack. He came and shot some rollers. And
what the fuck does that
really
even
awesome
mean?
People there. Shout out Marcy. Shout out your friends. I'm really.
Is this the right video? Am I watching the wrong video right now? She should go to casino. Bet her broken cars on black. There's content breakdowns that she has. They have to put the keys in her hands so she tries to hold on.
With names. Shout out to all the people that came out. I'll insert clips. You guys are awesome. And it was so, so cool to have people there who were excited to see me, and I was excited to see them, and the energy there was immaculate. You guys are so awesome. The fact that I can go to another country and there are people there who know me for what I do and love me for what I do. I love you for what you guys do. And I am so, so grateful that all of the work that I've put in the past 2 years doing what I do and making my silly little car videos can reach people and can have an impact on people. And a lot of people left smiling that day. And that is all that matters to me. I don't care about the algorithm.
Who is she talking to? Dude, she's talking to her like 5 ultra supporters, dude. How dare you? How dare you act like she's not talking to anybody?
Sorry, YouTube. I don't. I care about the effect that I have on the world
someone
with
who's never had bills. Not beating the rich parents' allegations.
True.
In the turkey.
I think it's true. I think she has rich parents and I think she's broke right now. And my guess for that is that like maybe her parents cut her off because they're like, why are you dating this loser Jake Weddle? All right, that's not really that's not based off of anything other than pure hopium. Could you imagine her parents cut her off because she started dating Jake? Like, dude, this guy is like literally a dead end. He literally blew more money than you spend in a year trying to be a comedian. Okay, this is his life outlook. You should stop doing this. No, Dad. No, Daddy. I love Jake Weddle. I will not go away from Jake Weddle, Daddy. It's like, well, you're cut off, ma'am. Like, that's what I want to. This is what I want to believe. This is my hopium.
my content and my personality. And so as I've been in this sort of depressive rut, lost a bunch of friends. That's kind of what happens when you set boundaries. You know, one guy in this city still has my lip balm. Explain that to me. A dude straight up stole my lip balm and won't give it back. He started sending me...
Okay. I have a really stereotypical opinion right now of, I don't want to sound like a raging misogynist, but were all of these former friends guys? And did all of them stop being friends with you around 2 months ago? I don't know.
Photos of him holding it as a taunt. And I reached out to him and said, can I get it back? And he was like, no. And I said, okay, if you want to be the creep that has some random girl's lip balm.
Are there any of these former friends that were women? Like, at all?
I'm in my DNA on it. Are you going to clone me or something? I'd love two of me, personally. We get a lot of carbon.
Please, dude, imagine we had 2 of her.
Done. But yeah, I've been dealing with people like that. And, you know, online hate is a thing. And
there's a guy in my game called African Child 4.
I thought I got past most of the online hate so far, but then it became real life hate. And then the police had to get involved and they told me to install security cameras at my house. So I got the consent of my roommates and my landlord and I installed security cameras at my house. And then my roomies got really weird and my landlord got really weird and they started feeling paranoid even though they gave me consent for installing the cameras and they knew that they were there.
Wait, did you put cameras inside the house? What? You mean outside, right? Why would your friends feel weird about outside cameras?
It got really weird and they are now trying to evict me. And I'm just sitting here like I've been through one landlord court case. Bring it on.
Wow, look at you, Mrs. Litigious.
I'll go for 2 wins this year, okay? I'm not going down without a fight. But
why would she put the cameras inside the house? Isn't it like to protect you outside?
It does suck. Because
the police say this needs to go in the toilet.
One, those people were my friends. Those roommates were people I trusted.
Why would the cops tell you to put cameras in your house?
And when people are afraid of cameras, they're likely doing something weird.
No! No! I don't want cameras in my house! What do you mean they're likely doing something weird? You must put this camera in your bedroom. No, it's like, I don't want to be fucking filmed in my house! That's weird!
And they started it with cameras.
She has money for 2 court cases, but not a down payment. Facts.
Likely doing something weird. And they started, it was a 2v1 in the house, and it was just a really shitty environment. And it became really uncomfortable, and so they played it like I was the villain, which is fine. That's their story.
You sound like the villain in your own fucking retelling. This is so weird.
But if anyone wants to know
Dude, I have 1 camera inside my house, and the only reason I have it is it's pointing at the window because that's where the dogs sit. Okay? So when we leave the house and anyone wants to check in on the dogs, that's why there's a camera here. That's the only reason there's a camera inside of my house.
My story. Who
the fuck puts cameras just in their house?
Just became really paranoid about there being security cameras at the house, even though
I need to film you for your protection. This is like schizo, bro. Who wants to live with this person?
Recommended to me by the police because someone...
Maybe she has a cat cam. No, she doesn't have a cat cam because she's claiming the police told her to put cameras inside the house. Bro, you just know the first time that anyone had a significant other over and they're like, what is that? It's like, oh, yeah, my roommate put cameras in the kitchen, the living room. It's like, what? So wait, they can just see us? So we're just sitting here right now on the couch and like they could just be looking at us on the camera? Bro, yeah, that's fucking annoying. That's like a weird thing that happened.
Stole shit from me and touched my property, and I've had drones flown over my driveway while I've just been
Dude, the New Jersey drones are in her driveway, bro. They're local. Dude, we figured it out, folks. Those drones that are coming over the Atlantic Ocean, they're in her driveway.
On my cars. Okay, I have very valid reasons to want a security system to protect my property.
This woman is schizophrenic. I'm diagnosing her. Legally, I can't do that, but legally, my opinion is that she's schizophrenic. I am a doctor, not, but okay.
Assets, my cars. And security systems are just everywhere nowadays. You'd think
It's MrBeast. Yeah, MrBeast just flying drones over the Atlantic Ocean.
that people would be thankful that there's...
Dude, my dad came up to me yesterday. He goes, you know, they have drones right now and they're flying everywhere. And these drones are like the size of pickup trucks. They're huge. How can they even... Those things aren't being flown over the ocean. No, it doesn't make sense. If they go in the water, there's no way you can get that thing back. All right. I was like, all right, you need to stop. I don't know what you're reading. I don't know what my uncle sent you, but I do not care about this conversation.
Surveillance on the property because it protects their cars and property too. But no, now I have until the end of the month to find a new place with 4 cars.
Maybe they don't want to live with you
my
because you have 4 cars and 3 roommates.
And
none of them work.
Of course, Milo. I'm not leaving him behind. And Pepper, my snake. I have been...
You have a... Dude, this bitch has a snake. That's crazy. She kind of does look like a snake girl. No offense to any snake girls out there.
Been rehomed so many times that I permanently hear Sarah McLaughlin.
Okay, so can I just... If you've been rehomed and this is a problem that you continue to have you ever considered that maybe it's not all of the other people? It might just be you.
Auckland in my head. I am so tired of jumping from home to home and getting settled one place and then things not working out. I'm not an infallible person, but I tried everything that I could to have civil conversations with these people, and they were just like, no. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that, you know, but it's just, if someone has a problem with me, I want them to come to talk to me about it, and I'm 5'3" and 80 pounds. I'm really not that intimidating.
Unless you get on Discord with her, in which case she's like 50 different people and she's super litigious and she's got a lot of money and she's going to come get ya.
And so on that same note of just people being disappointing, I started up this thing called Slow Car Sundays where I
started up this thing called Never Stop, a foundation for people with chronic illness.
I was going to host bi-weekly meets in my city. And I wrote in the caption, I said, anyone who doesn't like me in this city, come out, have a good time. Let's draw with chalk and blow bubbles and do car stuff. And about 5 people came to my first Slow Car Sunday. And I was so, so happy that they came. We had hot chocolate, homemade cookies. 2 people, Haley and Mason, shout out to you guys, came over from the mainland and brought me a new door for Civ. And it was the most amazing meet. I had an amazing time.
I can't wait for the inevitable Twitlonger or Reddit post from her former housemates talking about why she was really being evicted. Bro, I can't wait. Oh, 5'80 pounds. Wait, 5'3" and 80 pounds. She's severely underweight. I can kind of see it.
I don't care about the people who don't show up. I care about the people who do show up. And they came over, they took a BC ferry to come see me. And so that meant a lot to me. And then the online hate started with the locals making a whole account to be like, biggest meet ever, 5 whole people.
Dude, she got owned. Wow, dude, huge car meet. All 5 people showed up.
What is Bunty King to you?
You guys purposely didn't show up because of your own stubbornness. That's not on me.
Or they just didn't like you. Maybe they didn't like you.
There's one account this guy used to be my best friend, and he has SCS #1 hater in his bio. And I've tried to talk to him about it, and I'm like, hey dude, that's a little bit creepy. Like, you post my stickers with a cross through them for clout and get likes.
Clout? What clout is there to pull off of you? You're literally you're like an ant. What are you talking about right now? You use my stickers for clout? Is there like a second community she's like massive in?
From hating on me. We were best friends. What's your problem? You know what the problem is? I asked him for help to pay my hydro bill one time, $40 one time, and he has never let me live it down. That's why I don't ask people for help.
What is Bunty King to you?
Shout out Liam. Thank you so much for that. I had to borrow money from somebody else to pay him back because I felt so much guilt. But now he tells people I'm a scammer. So those are some fun things that I've been dealing with. And, you know, I'm kind of used to the local stuff, the online hate, whatever. I do my own thing. I mind my own business. When I'm working with my cars... Yeah,
she thinks she's like fucked her way into influencer status. It's crazy. She sounds like a lol cow. I mean, that's not far off.
Okay. However, there's been a new wave of online hate stemming from my relationship, which I'm not swayed by that.
Yes, you are.
I don't mind.
Yes, you do.
Sure, come at me.
Really do not want that.
But it's been really weird because
Of course it has.
there's this whole side of YouTube that
Base side.
is just commentary channels, and I'm
Good side.
sure you guys know, Keemstar and those kinds of people, H3. Think about
Yes, they know them. They don't know you, but they do know them.
those people, but think about on a lower level, the people who want to be Keemstar.
Yep.
Yes, there are people like that, I know. I was visiting Jake, my partner, Jake Weddle.
If Keemstar was in charge of doing every single thing that I or Augie or nothing would ever get done. Dude, LolCow has succeeded, and I don't want to call it a total fluke because I don't want to knock the show, but LolCow has succeeded almost by chance, okay? To the level that it has gotten to.
He worked for MrBeast. So you can probably understand where all that's coming from. He actually was put in
And again, she's been dating this guy for literally 2 months. This is crazy.
solitary confinement by MrBeast. So I am a stubborn bitch, and I'm not afraid to stand with my partner publicly.
She's gonna stand on business, boys. Business is being stood on.
No matter how much online hate he gets or how much hate I get for it. But it was really weird being from a small ass town and seeing my face on a 2-hour live stream thumbnail by a dude named Chud Logic.
Chud's name is so crazy because he's literally like the opposite of what you'd expect, like for a person named Chud Logic to be named. That's so funny.
That name, it's honestly pretty cool. I'd name my kid Chud. I'll be real. I don't know. So I need to Urban Dictionary what Chud means. But no,
I need to Urban Dictionary what Chud means. Jesus Christ. Didn't she call Jake like a noodly wuss on her alt? Is that true?
that was really weird because people from my hometown were sending me that. And I was like,
Dude, look at this weird British man. This 50-year-old balding British man exposed me.
okay, let's
By the way, we do love Chud around these parts.
fucking go, I guess. The whole 2.5-hour live stream was him just watching my Twitch stream with Jake.
Nobody from her hometown is sending her that? Well, apparently her hometown people are just sending her, like, memes about how unsuccessful she is at running car meets. Just to be clear, do I have the picture? Please tell me I have the picture. Wait. Ma'am, can you tell me what the man looked like who was harassing you? Yes, this was him! This was him! That's the man who was harassing me!
And then roasting my car. And a bunch of people in the comments were like, I bet she has reps. It's just a Honda Civic, who cares? Is she using Beast money to fix that Honda Civic? No! I don't like them trying to infiltrate my community.
Bro, wait.
That's what I don't...
I would really like her. I would have no problems with her if she stole the 50 grand that MrBeast. Like, if she literally joined... Wait, when did she start dating him? Could you imagine if she showed up right after Weddle got 50 grand and then just, like, siphoned it all off over the month to put into her car? I mean, I know that's probably not true, but that would be so fucking awesome if it was.
Because my community is
She can go from using daddy's money to using daddy's money, right?
very separate and is a very wholesome space away from all of this stuff. And the tweets that I saw, I deleted Twitter. I had a personal Twitter and a slow car shop Twitter. And people don't really seem to understand the differentiation between the two. They were calling me out for having alts while they were posting from accounts with no names and no faces on them, which I found personally hilarious. But regardless, seeing my face on a thumbnail and then reading the comments, and the two that stuck out to me the most were, I bet she's fat. And she looks...
You were off. It's the opposite.
Trans. So we've got fat shaming, body shaming, and we've got transphobia. Two things that I don't personally believe in and that I think are the lowest tier insults you can ever use. Just hate.
Oh no, there was transphobia online. Guys, what will we do?
Hating on somebody for their identity or what they look like. I am neither of those things. And I don't...
Dude, she pulls up the account. It's like I don't know, dude. This is in every online space. It's literally unavoidable to see people like that.
I need to prove myself to those people, and so I didn't engage. But I do not like those insults being used and thrown around when my community is something that I have worked so hard to make inclusive for all kinds of people. They were looking me up on Instagram.
Dude, it's just so soy. It's like, hey, I'm getting a lot of shit right now. Let me grandstand about trans people for 6 minutes so I can look like the good guy. Oh no, I saw somebody say a joke that was offensive to me, and I've done my best to try to make my community inclusive, and now all these people are joining. It's like, no, they're not joining your community, okay? And we don't take those people or whatever and be like, oh, look, these are our strongest soldiers or anything. It's literally just people are making fun of you online and you're virtue signaling to get out of it.
And they were like, aha, we got her. Look at her stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's my public brand. Thanks. People were commenting, saying shit like, that Honda Civic is so slow. Yeah. Welcome to Slow Car Shop. But I'm not going to act like I'm not a human being and like I'm totally emotionless to all this stuff. Because I think that the second...
Really? You were giving me that vibe this whole time that nothing bothered you. I'm shocked. I am flabbergasted that you have emotions.
You act emotionless is when you become a sociopath. That stuff does hurt.
Like Jimmy.
Hurt. When it comes from people you've never met, who you'd never have a conversation with one-on-one, and they probably wouldn't be able to say those things to your face. It does hurt because I just spend my time trying to comprehend it. I genuinely can't comprehend why people are so vile, and I wear bulky clothing on purpose so that people don't know what I look like, because I don't want to be known for that. I want to be known for working on cars and not what my body looks like. So
honestly, if I could say one positive thing about this girl, it is kind of cool that she works on cars. I mean, that's like interesting at least. It proves that she leaves her house, which is cool, I guess. I mean, that's a pretty cool hobby to have.
And so to have people speculating about my body online, I've done my job. You don't know what my body looks like. That's what I want. I deleted my Twitters, and then they take that as some sort of W.
That's literally why she does it. You think she like is only interested in cars for like a self-serving reason? It's like that people will look at this and go, wow, she likes cars. No, I think it's probably more likely that she just enjoys cars.
They're like, Dubs, we bullied her off the internet. No, I just don't care. I don't care to spend my time scrolling. It's not part of my job description to be open to harassment. I'm sorry, it's not. But yeah, that's some of the stuff I've been dealing with. It's been quite interesting.
It's your autistic special interest. You guys are so mean.
I went down to North Carolina to visit Jake, and he's here with me now.
She's a pick-me. If she was a pick-me, wouldn't she dress better?
What? Huh?
He's supposed to...
Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. That was... I forgot he was here.
Is it Jake?
Ah.
And he's here with me now.
What? Huh?
He's supposed to be locked
Jump
in a room.
scare.
If you don't know by now, Jake, as I told you, worked at MrBeast for 2 years, and he was put in solitary confinement by MrBeast.
Base, he should go back.
I know that sentence sounds
If it was up to me, I would make sure the only thing that he could do in this situation is go back into the room. You will not remove the ice cream machine. You will not pass go. You will not collect $200.
crazy, doesn't it? That's why nobody takes it seriously when we say it. You might have seen the video floating around that has about 12 million views about him talking about his experience. And we've been reached out to by a lot of journalists who have been wanting to
get back in the pod. I'm putting her in the pod
to document this. And during this whole time, we've also been, I went public with our relationship because I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to deal with the online hate.
I went public with her relationship because I'm not afraid to deal with the online hate, and totally not because I didn't want, totally not because I wanted clout off the situation and to like throw my hat into the ring with all these big YouTubers.
Dealt with it. Come at me. Call me trans. I don't hate trans people.
Yeah, I knew they were going to call me trans when I got here.
They're some of the most resilient people that I've ever met.
Oh, you're such a good person. Isn't she such a good person, guys? Guys, listen, she's trans positive. She's such a good person. We should all strive to be more like her.
Insult to me. Call me fat. I don't hate fat people. Try some more.
Dude, it's like she's talking about someone calling her fat where she's so obviously not fat, but she's not talking about how she like faked being a separate person to threaten fucking Hellbent with like a legal cease and desist and a lawsuit, obviously post that or whatever, and had like a crazy conversation where she was like bragging about like how much money she has and how like she wins lawsuits and stuff, like all the schizophrenic shit she did.
Creative insults. But there has been some actual threats to our health and safety and well-being. And I know you wouldn't believe it. Oh, hello.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry. Ethan Klein apparently did more about me last night. He
Dude, that was the clip we watched earlier. Ethan is so based for shitting on you.
watched my stand-up and he watched my videos on stream.
Oh, this is the third video that H3 has made on
He should make 16 more. He should make you a fucking daily segment.
Jake.
I'm texting Matt Turner right now, and Matt Turner was like, yeah,
Matt Turner sucks too, by the way.
I saw
I don't
Ethan
care
talking
that Stephen A. Sarge fucking interviewed him.
about you last night, but then he said your bits were
Stephen, too close to the story, A. Sarge got involved again. I'm shocked.
hilarious, though. Like, he's watching my stand-up on stream. Like, Matt Turner was like, your set was great. Fucking. So I had a set on H3 last night. Whoops.
There you have it. Ethan Klein is so bored.
He called me a dork.
Hell yeah. I used to watch H3 before Ethan, yeah. That's the kind of life we lead now, is we just wake up and we're like, oh, H3 posted a video about us.
Matt Turner is that first ex-MrBeast employee who came out like a year before all these guys did. The one that everyone kind of bullied him.
Posted another video about us. Oh, Chud Logic posted another video about us. Cope and Seethe posted another video about
I don't think Cope and Seethe covered the newest shit about them. Like, I actually don't think they did.
Shout out to all you small commentary YouTubers. I know you need the views, so there you go. These are the people that are making videos.
You know that Jake was watching, Jake Weddle was sitting behind her. She's like, yeah, you get this, honey. Oh, you've got them there, honey. You're doing so good. Yes, honey, get out there and fight my battles for me. Ooh, you're doing so good, honey. Oh, God. At least there's an alpha in this relationship.
About us. And I find it quite interesting because I don't care about their lives at all, because I care about my life and being a better person every day and focusing on...
By the way, how could you call Chud Logic transphobe? I know she didn't call Chud explicitly, but Chud is literally the most trans-positive creator I know.
My relationship and my...
He wants to date them, in fact.
My life and my cars. And so waking up and seeing all these people sending you messages being like, did you see this podcast that you're on? And then just seeing my face as someone's thumbnail. I just want to work on cars, bro. How did we get here? But no, when I was in North Carolina, I saw and heard some things that I legally can't say out loud.
What?
And I know too much about the inner workings of MrBeast's company.
Bro, how the fuck did you see things about the inner workings of MrBeast's company? You're dating some guy who was in challenges.
Nicholas DeOrio?
Bro, you are not that girl.
Yeah, I'm probably on a watch list.
You are not on any watch list. Shut the fuck up. You're literally self-inserting. That's why you're dating this guy. You are literally just self-inserting. It's brutal.
I definitely know I'm on a watch list.
You're
but
not on a
like
watch
an
list.
FBI watch list. More like a MrBeast PI watch list. What? I didn't say that. That's a crazy sentence to say.
All of these people are
Yeah.
terrible.
I met, sort of, MrBeast's private investigator. Non-consensually. That was fun. And I met a lot of great people down there, like Ben Malone, Jake's friend, who also worked at MrBeast. And I witnessed things happening in real time that you...
Dude, MrBeast is in the walls. He lives inside my walls, dude.
See on commentary channels 2 weeks later. A lot of people try to dramatize this stuff and they just see it as internet drama. But no, it's real.
It is internet drama, by the way. Your whole lives are my content.
I was down there. We know what happens to whistleblowers when
They're killed, by the way. MrBeast kills people. That's the only reason.
Speak out about their experience.
I knew that when I signed up to work with him, dude. That's why when he started paying me bajillions of dollars, I knew that if I even slightly differed from his opinion, I would be killed immediately.
Experiences in politics or at a company. It's been...
Wait, what?
When they speak out... But yeah, I met, sort of, MrBeast's private investigator, non-consensually. That was fun. And I met a lot...
There you go. Nailed it. Nailed it, guys. That was first try. First try, guys. First try. First try. There we go. Holy shit. Alright, back to the fucking video. Thank you.
To whistleblowers when they speak out about their experiences in politics or at a company.
That's gonna be so smooth when I cut it for the VOD.
It's been crazy. There's nothing more bonding than being afraid of your life because of MrBeast with your partner. Jake and I have grown very, very...
Dude, he's literally dating a crazy person. I know that we like fucking dog Jake here a lot because Jake's a spineless loser, right? But this woman is legitimately fucking crazy.
Close in a short amount of time, haven't we, babe?
This woman is like actually like, oh, this is a lot.
Closer than two people should ever have to be.
Speaking of crazy, I'm gonna take this on a complete derail for a second. Did you guys hear what happened with Hax? Did anybody, like, it's actually so sad. I shouldn't laugh at it because it's like, it's actually fucking unreal. Apparently, Hax like attempted suicide and jumped in front of a train.
Who is Bunty King?
Because he was depressed and he wasn't able to get back into
Here's your
Smash
pick,
Brothers.
Mr. Lips. Nice doing business with ya.
Like, we're talking about crazy people, and I was just thinking, like, holy fuck, dude. I saw this the other day, and it's, like, so sad. I don't know, like, oh, God. Do you mean Zero? No, I mean Hax. Hax is the guy who made, like, the evidence.zip thing. Basically what happened is the guy was super crazy and making crazy videos, and because, people don't like the guy he was attacking, the Leffen guy, and for, I guess, good reason, a lot of people, like, rallied behind him, and then they just, like, encouraged this dude to keep going forward with all of his big expose videos and stuff, and it's just kind of weird. Basically, this guy got banned from Smash, and then he was, like, posting tons of, like, I need to be unbanned, I need to be unbanned, my life is in danger, I need to be unbanned, and then he, like, jumped in front of a train. It's just fucking crazy, dude. It's just absolutely fucking unreal. And then people were like, dude, why didn't they unban him? And it's like, I mean, I don't mean to be a dick here, but like, this guy's clearly has an unhealthy relationship with the game. This is weird as fuck, bro. I'm glad he's doing better now, but I wish people would stop like using him as like a piece to push some fucking Leffen thing. There's a lot of reasons to hate Leffen. You don't have to gas this crazy guy up and keep swinging him at Smash people. It's weird. Dude, I just sat down. Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? He survived? Yeah, I mean, he got hit by the train and he survived, yeah. I don't know. Nah, the unban request was because other people actually did stuff across the... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They banned him. They can ban him for any reason they want to. I mean, when you make fucking stuff where you're comparing people to Hitler, and you're making like hours and hour documentaries on people that are like... we watched this on stream. There's like a clip where he's like... This is, he ate a red Jigglypuff pancake. This is evidence that he's malicious and wants revenge. Like, it's just dribble. Yeah, I can totally understand why you're making people uncomfortable. Is his face perfect or whatever? No, absolutely not. But like, yeah, that guy totally deserved his ban. It's crazy that you even say that he didn't. How did he survive? I have no idea, but I'm glad he did. Yeah, he has a lot of mental issues. Clearly needs to be addressed. Well, yeah, it just feels like people are more concerned about winning the Smash fight of the month, and then like anything to do with Hax. It's so weird. Did you say dribble? Yeah, like a basketball, dude. Reading his Twitter post, he lost part of his right leg. Yeah, he said he had it amputated. I just saw a video where a Sea of Thieves player tried to frame a content creator with racism because he showed a video of him sinking a guy's ship, and people are invested in weird stuff. Yeah, it's a little worse than that, though. It was a little crazier than that, but yeah, oh god. I don't know. I heard us talking about schizophrenic, and that was the first thing I thought of. And then they like one newscaster or whatever. I don't think the person is well liked, but he reported on it, and everyone called him a huge asshole or something, and said it wasn't true, and then it was true. Which, I mean, I understand not wanting to push stuff like that until the person's ready to talk about it, but it was a freight train. The cow catcher might have pushed him out of the way. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on the train. That's just something I saw.
Love you, babe.
I love you.
So this is also kind of a thank you video to MrBeast for...
I'm thanking Ethan Klein right now for the fucking... He's did my stand-up on his stream. Thanks, bro.
That is actually insane.
Very sweet
That, see, this happens just as I was filming this. That just happened. It's just live developments. It's crazy. Ethan, you have kids. You have a wife. Please.
Leffen was a prick as a kid and is now a mean-spirited competitor. Oh, it's going to read it. Never mind.
Who is Bunty King?
Leffen was a prick as a kid and is now a mean-spirited competitor at best, which Smashers can't handle since they've never played sports or been competitive. Lol. Now Hax is amputated and lost his hands from GCC. Who won?
I mean, I have a hard time disagreeing with you. I don't know. The most toxic people online always have a problem with Leffen too, which is really funny. Because again, I do think that there are reasons to legitimately not like go at the guy. I don't think all the stuff he was doing when he was like defending Jisoo is good either. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who hated him from the early days when he was just kind of toxic, and it's always like the most toxic people themselves who are like morally grandstanding on what's allowed and what's not allowed when it comes to being toxic. I don't know.
Talk about anything else. This is such low tier content that
No, I will. I did for a second, but now that you asked me, I will go back to talking about you again.
Let him keep playing
Lex Down syndrome.
stand-up. He's playing my stand-up on stream. Don't tell him to stop. Let him keep crashing out.
Oh, I did get to go to a lot of
Dude, Ethan Klein is crashing out because he made fun of Jake Weddle. No way.
Jake's stand-up shows, and they were awesome. I learned a lot about comedy. I learned a lot about
What
joke
is Bunty King to
structures
you?
and
A person?
reading the
Who is
audience,
Bunty
and
King?
it was awesome being
Nicholas
around
DeOrio?
groups of comedians. That's the best crowd to be around. It was awesome. Can I have Bucky?
Hey, you guys hit another
Bucky
goal.
from, you'll never guess, Bucky's. I got some souvenirs from the States that could fit in my luggage. I got this pack of pink Starburst things. I didn't really bring much from the States because I was like, oh wow, it's terrible. The food is terrible down here. What are you guys putting red dye 40 and everything for? Why is the saturation turned up on the Doritos? Poison, absolute poison. When Jake came up here for like the first few days,
Bro, she's a Canadian. No way.
gave him a glass of milk, the cheapest milk we have. He drank it and he goes,
This is like milk in HD.
This shit, son.
Even when people are telling stories about knowing Jake Weddle, it's still infuriating to hear him make jokes. Like, that didn't even come out of his mouth, and I hate him. Could you imagine drinking milk, and you're just like, huh, my girlfriend's giving me milk to drink. I should think of something quirky to say so she knows I like it. This is like drinking milk in high definition.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like
It's the worst thing I've ever heard. Yeah, your girlfriend's retarded. Congratulations. Dude, Jake Weddle is so fucking dumb. I wonder if he could like legally have sex. Do you think that Jake Weddle possesses the right to legally consent? Or do you think that anyone who sleeps with him is taking advantage? Like, I'm not saying she's doing anything pushy or overtly wrong, but like, can Jake Weddle consent?
I'm not kidding. I wish I was. He said that is milk in high definition.
That is milk in high definition. Stop. Stop. You need to stop. It's just not allowed.
So yeah, those are some life updates. I'm excited to
If
see.
he can get up, he's fine. Does that mean Jake Doolittle can't consent because his knees are broken? He can't read and his knees are broken, dude.
What commentary YouTube is going to do with this, but I'm more excited to be back to posting on YouTube. I'm doing a lot of stuff because I might be getting kicked out if I don't win this court case. So we'll see what happens.
Dude, we need her to win this court case, otherwise she's gonna come to the States. This person is gonna coexist with us.
There. But yeah, have a Ford Pinto now. Though,
dude, could you imagine the Jake Doolittle, Jake Weddle, this girl, and Bowblax polycule? Holy shit, dude! Could you imagine the smell of the polycule of these people?
those are some updates on my life. Am I missing it?
Deaf Noodles was funnier. Deaf Noodles was way funnier.
Anything?
Who's the better failed comedian,
having a baby?
Jake Weddle or Deaf Noodles?
Go ahead, tell him.
I'm never
At least somebody is laughing at Jake Weddle. It might be Jake Weddle, but at least somebody is laughing.
letting you talk again. Go back to solitary.
Dude, one fucking minor flip. Dude, go back to solitary. Actually, I think she could be based. Listen, I think that she has personality. I agree. I vibe with her. I vibe with the things she's saying here.
Ethan said, don't give him an exit button.
Oh my god. Okay, I said that out of love. I said that as a joke.
I know.
I said that for the bit.
I know, for the bit.
Okay. The fact that H3 is just posting Jake's stand-up sets. Ethan, post this video instead and do some commentary on it, please.
I'm doing that too, to be clear. Wait, why do you want all the clout? Why don't you want your boyfriend's comedy things to be... What? This makes no sense. That's only good for him, right?
You seem like you really
I can fix her. Chill.
need some content. You've been barred from talking about war because you can't even do that properly. And
Bro, you've been barred from talking about war. We gotta, oh, dude. We don't have a stan, we have a Palestine. Uh-oh.
now you're coming after Jake Weddle. You know how deep in the internet you gotta be to come after?
Yeah, you know the guy from like The Biggest Story in like the entire 2024 year? Yeah, that would be Jake Weddle.
Jake Weddle? Interesting. Very interesting. But I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm not suicidal. I know I sound schizo saying that.
You sounded
But just know
schizo
that.
the entire time.
Don't ask questions.
Who is
Just
Bunty
know that.
King?
Oh my
Exciting
god, I
things
just got
are happening in the
pile
future
drived.
that I can't tell you right now, but exciting things are happening.
Dude, these people do not need a content future. I gotta be honest with you. It's scary stuff when they say there's exciting stuff coming in the future. Like, please stop. Stop doing this. Holy shit. I'm actually getting out. I'm getting
What is
owned
Bunty
right
King to
now.
you?
What else? There was
Person?
something else I was
Who
going to
is Bunty
say.
King?
Oh, we're having a
DeOrio?
baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, oh my god, I got so fucking scared there for a second. I just thought of the possibility that these people could breed.
I just kind of wanted to check in. I'll be working on videos, I promise. Editing takes a long time, but I miss you guys. I'm going to give you guys a big hug. I love you guys.
Didn't you just fucking... Did anybody sit there and just have their life flash before their eyes as they realize there's like a chance this person's gonna have kids?
Guys so much, and I love my cars, and I'm going to keep doing what I love, and I don't care what commentary YouTube has to say about it, but
I can
hope
tell.
that they get some content out of it.
I
because
do.
They need it.
Thank you.
They need it.
I did.
They've started some interesting hashtags on Twitter. X.
I didn't do... I have no... I am not involved.
I'm sure they're going to take this and splice up whatever and make fun of me for something, but I just like to see how creative they get. So please come up with something more creative than fat or trans. Anything, really. Anything.
Dude, please find something more creative than fat or trans. So my actual takeaway is it must be like... I don't want to say rapist because that's not what I'm trying to say, but like she's dating like a disabled person. So is it like the question as to whether Jake Weddle can consent was the takeaway that I had. So I guess that's different. I'm not sure she's going to like it, but I guess that's different.
I can come up with something for you. She's so...
Do you mean iDubbbz' wife? No, why would you say that? Why would you say such a thing?
broke. She has all these old cars by choice. I'm trying to think of things. I will pay these people to find a good insult for me. $1 insult versus $1 million insult. Whoever can come up with the best insult.
Remember the part where she addressed all the stuff that happened in Hellbent's video, or we're just never gonna talk about that again? Yeah, that never happened, did it? That just never came up.
Gets either $1 or $1 million. Not true, allegedly, in my opinion. That would be funny, though. It would be funny to do a MrBeast challenge like that. Anyway, I know Jimmy watches people's videos, so hi, Jimmy.
Dude. You know what this makes me think? Isn't it crazy that JF's wife has been missing for an entire year? You know? Just like, she was there, everybody saw her, there's no police investigation, and she's just gone. Reduced to atoms. Nobody's ever seen her again. Does anybody ever think about that? About how, like, he drove her off to the woods, and now she's just gone. Whose wife? JF? Yeah, JF, Jean-Francisque Ripe. I can't fucking talk in French. French-American accent. But yeah, JF, who wrote, like, the legendary Phenotype. Crazy alt-right guy whose career got pushed by Richard Spencer. Not Richard Spencer. I'm sorry. By Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein gave him a grant that he used to kickstart his YouTube channel. That guy... who also had to have the state intervene because the people he was dating were deemed the mental age of 9 and unable to literally consent, which is why this came up into my mind. Literally unable to consent to him, couldn't have a baby with him, couldn't drive or operate a motor vehicle. He flees after that. By the way, he was also a teacher at fucking Penn State, and he's like a disgraced...
Question. Do you think JF ever thinks about it?
Yes, I think all the time. I think about how he got away. if I did it. But yeah, so he's a disgraced former Penn State teacher who used to do brain surgery on chimpanzees. Okay, and then he Duke University, sorry, not Penn State, Duke University, and then he ended up getting fired for having inappropriate relations with like a TA or a student. I think it was a TA. And then yeah, he fled, and people said he was trying to get a work visa by having sex with a retarded woman, and then he meets this new girl who's in the news because she was riding her bicycle naked in protest for some cause or something. And then she was like, when they first found her, there was a local news report where you could clearly see she was like defacing property, saying like Andy Worski King and like save Richard Spencer and stuff on like local business establishments. And they stay there for a while. She said she ended up getting fired from her job because she was too busy watching JF streams during the day and thinking about how much she wanted to suck his dick. So she became financially dependent on him. She lost her entire relationship with her family, and ultimately, at the very end of this whole story, JF drove her to the woods, and she said she was just going to walk to her family, and they never saw her again. I got a video about it on my main channel, but it only covers up to the, it doesn't cover the disappearance. It only covers up to getting the new girlfriend. Yeah, you can watch that. Apparently somebody used that as, like, prep for their debate with JF and, like, thanked Destiny's debate or whatever, and then my video for winning or something. But, yeah. I need to know. I mean, like, I don't know, I feel like this needs to be talked about more. On the run since last... No, she's been gone for a year. And I don't think they're even looking into it. I didn't know she was the nude bicycle rider. Yeah, she is. YouTube drama is such a joke of a subreddit. Yeah, true. She's still missing? Yeah, I mean, she's presumed dead at this point, right? Like her own family didn't find it?
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
Yeah, she was just like sent off into the woods. She was like a free spirit or whatever. Can you buy PhD? I will buy PhD, yeah, sure. Do I have enough money to buy PhD? Oh, it's probably 35, right? Like, I think she's dead. A few people think... I thought she was dead back then. A few people think she's dead now. I mean, like, dude, I think that she's probably dead, right? If nobody has seen her and she's still, like, a missing person for a year after going into the Canadian woods during, like, the winter... Was it during the winter? Or at least the winter has passed, right? Like, you have to really know what you're doing. It's not like she was, like, well-equipped to do that, either.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
Yeah. JF is on the run? There are cops looking for him. What? Dude, there might be really cool drama coming up. Wait, what the fuck? Kino Casino.
Bolted Express, folks, will go one lap around the track.
I got the
for
nice
every sub gifted. Choo choo. Let's get police sent a cavalry.
Okay, JF. Free at last. The Quebec police sent a cavalry of at least 6 cars and asking me, aren't you going a little fast with your girlfriend? Wait, there's another girlfriend? To which I answered, no. Goodbye, Quebec. This was my last entry into your third world shithole. Goodbye, extended family. Free while you can. What is this? Glad you're free. Did unfold a question. Is it safe to assume the scrutiny is related to you being the only suspect in Mama JF's disappearance and having no evidence against you? They're using scare tactics. Certainly, it stems from Mama JF concerns, and all to begin with, I will tell the full story on my return show, which might be a 6-hour-long thing at this point. Need a few days to set up the studio. Wait, did this happen? Did he do this stream? All done? Yes. Thank you, Kino Casino, for keeping this stuff up that I can actually read it. I'm blocked by JF, by the way. Yeah, alright, well, I mean, there's not really much to this right now. I'll look into this offline, though. I'd love to do a whole stream about this. and just go through the whole thing, but yeah. This is one I don't understand. I'm so confused. I missed like all the drama. How are these guys working together? Does anyone know what's going on? Apparently the J internet editor guy who's been on like a warpath trashing Rich, and then Rich supposedly sent him a compromised computer, and they've like had like a fucking all-out war for like the last 2 years. They're back together. They're friends again. What? Like, I'm actually, I don't understand, like, why? For an outsider who didn't cover this, this feels like one of those, like, things you can't come back from? Like, what are these guys doing? I'm not, does anyone know? Unironically, I have no idea. It's just weird. Cause like, aren't all the antis that probably suck this dude's dick for like the last year or so while he shits on Rich, aren't they all gonna just harass him now? And then Rich comes back, and we still don't know why he deleted the Review Tech USA YouTube channel. I don't think anyone knows, do they? It hasn't crossed my desk, and I haven't been notified as to what the reason was. Whatever Rich said doesn't matter, because some weird shit was going on. No one just deletes their fucking legacy. No one deletes their YouTube channel. That's just not, there must have been some other thing occurring, because it doesn't make sense to me why this happened. Tipster knows? Well, I heard a rumor it was because he was getting botted and he was worried it would destroy the stream channel, which was his revenue. So I reached out to him about that because, I mean, I was getting botted. So I was figuring out maybe he would know where it's coming from, because he's the only one I heard that was getting botted on main, and he never answered me. So I don't really know. It's a weird one. Rich is a weird one for sure. We're going to be covering tons of Jake Doolittle stuff, but one thing that doesn't make the docket is, oh wow. So I guess Ethan Klein did a soundbite thing today, or not today, yesterday, to like become the next big soundbite, and Bowblax lost. I don't know what clip it was of Bowblax screeching, but it wasn't cringe enough to become a soundboard option via vote. So he wrote, "For real, guys, the reactions to my sound bites have been so fun to see from all of you guys. I've kind of half secretly loved this fan base ever since I did an AMA here about confronting the haters 2 years ago while I was waiting for a flight home. I also made a Bobby 2.0 to give you guys a chance to have one who missed out on the OG plushie. Let me know if you guys want to buy one. I'll drop it this weekend." Well, it's Sunday. Is the Bobby makeshift plushie like available? You better not fucking buy one, chat. You better not fucking fund this guy's stupid plushie thing, dude. Fuck you if you fucking buy that. Dude, back in the olden days, Nick would be like, "Well, I'm not gonna tell anybody what they can and can't buy." Fuck you if you buy that plushie. Hope you have a good holiday, and shout out to H3 and crew for making it a fun show. Dude, it's so funny because he was so transparent. Like, bro, I really need like the H3 community to buy one of these Remember the clip? We watched it. It was on one of the VODs. You could probably find it out. Maybe I'll link it down below. When he got caught talking about like, oh, the plushie, we need them to buy the plushies. And then he wanted to start like a whole plushie factory or something so he could do it without having to hit a goal. What is with plushies, bro? Like, aren't these dumb? The only person I know who could sell plushies is Mauler. Mauler's community buys the fuck out of plushies. Like, you see Tom, he struggled to hit his goal. They've sold like 4 different versions of Mauler, and each of them just explode. I've never seen it before. I guess the movie community really loves like stuffed animals. I don't know, bro. There's so much merch. Wouldn't you rather buy a t-shirt of a YouTuber you like? What kind of merch do you guys want? I could probably get away with something soon.
Nicholas DeOrio?
I don't know. They're not even good quality. I mean, look, I have 2 of these makeshift plushies, but I don't buy them because, oh gee willikers, I've got to get that plushie. I buy them in solidarity with my friends because they're stupid, and I like putting my name on the list of people who've purchased them. Like, it's like, oh, well, my friends are trying to sell their plushies. I ought to buy one. I never go out of my way and be like, God, I really do need to buy that plushie. It's a fucking plushie. I mean, I feel like t-shirts, you know what would be cool? Coasters might be cool. Really any weird gaming merch you could probably make for like YouTube people, I imagine. That's not like physical, like, I don't know, like headsets or something. That'd be stupid. But like any like gaming aesthetic merch or whatever could probably be YouTube stuff. And then people wouldn't be too like woo about it. I don't know. I just feel like owning YouTube merch is kind of cringe. That's why I own so much of it. Oh, God. All right, what else do we got here? Keem put out like a love tweet for Ethan, and now people are calling for frenemies again. Oh, new Half-Baked podcast. Check this out. This is like the most insane, in-depth animation I think we've ever had for an episode of the show. Look, you guys wanted the podcast back. We're here for not limited run, but like, you know, once a month. Psych Draws did this. Everybody's really stepped up their game. I think Psych Draws have been working with LolCow TCG, which, by the way, if you buy anything from LolCow TCG, use my link. You can find it on any of my videos that are recent. I have my own link from LolCow TCG that you can use that'll give me a kickback when you buy the trading cards. They're pretty cool. I haven't gotten my hands on any physically yet, but apparently I'm supposed to get like a pack in the mail or something. But yeah, I like card games. I used to collect Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and shit, and having like a YouTuber card game seems kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, Psych Draws did this, and you can see like in the background, like in the foreground, look, whoa, actually, whoa, who is that right there? Wait, who is that? Is that Mutahar with the Sonichu medallion? Just a robot? Look at that. Oh, Bowblax holding his box of tweets he refuses to read right there. Wow. Okay. All right. Oh, Donald Trump from the election. The iconic YouTuber Donald Trump. Keffels, too much powder. Oh, wow. Oh, Tipster's there. Tipster in the background, like the foreground or whatever. That's so cool. I personally love it. I think that is very cool. And not just because we paid for it. Someone mentioned that Vega gets darker every thumbnail. They were drawing him really white before, so we had to make sure the white nationalists don't leave in droves when they see him getting slightly darker. Let me see. Anything else? Not that I know of. All right, so main thing, I guess I would say, is probably the Mutahar stuff. I imagine the Mutahar stuff is what people want me to react to. I'd be remiss if I spent longer than 30 seconds on talking about the Mutahar stuff, because Mutahar didn't really put out a new response. They're like, oh, are you going to address the new Mutahar response? And it's like, what new response? He didn't really say anything. He just told everybody he talked to everybody, which I guess is somewhat true. He did apparently speak to Keemstar, who's given me no information about that, or anybody else. So I guess good for him. He reached out to Keem, which he probably should have sooner. That's cool. Still no answers for anybody else. He seemed super apologetic to Chud Logic, then he unfollowed him on Twitter. So I guess he wasn't really that sorry. I don't know. When it comes to Mutahar, it just seems like he dug his feet into the trenches and wanted to fight. And an act of God occurred, and he just changed his mind and didn't want to fight anymore. I don't know what it is. To this day, I have no idea what it is. People get mad at me when I point out and say stuff like, oh, I don't respect you. Wait, actually, here, let me just real quick. I'm going to just retread the statement that I posted on Twitter in case the audience hasn't really seen it. Because this is basically the closest thing to concise as it's going to get for this. Again, there's no more real segments to be made about this, I don't think. So, let me grab that here. If I could just properly link it. Okay, here we go. So this is my statement that I put out the other day where I just kind of want to float it because, again, I'm getting shit on from, like, the Chud Logic audience people who want Mutahar burned alive on a stake, which I get it. I personally understand. He fucked over Chud's community and Chud a lot more than me. And then also, like, the Mutahar audience members, because, I mean, I don't think that people forgot. Mutahar did a very nice thing for me earlier this year, helped me rebuild my channel, basically, with that, by giving me the opportunity to do that Mama Max interview and stuff. So there are, like, some Mutahar stragglers who think that this is a bit unhinged or a bit unrealistic to be spending this much time on it or whatever, which I think both of those communities are stupid when it comes to the actual points. I was talking to a friend of mine today, Augie, who was asking me if Mutahar got treated too harshly because he's looking as like an onlooker, which was particularly funny for me, someone who's been accused of sweeping since Mutahar made a video, deleted it, issued a private apology, and then completely fucked off. You see fans of Mutahar see this as some kind of backstab. I guess some regular commentary video viewers from our community aren't satisfied unless he's on a stake. It's actually super simple. Mutahar, for one reason or whatever, rushed a video, reached out to get my input on it, posted it before I finished watching it, and then took it down. The next day, Nuxtaku went around telling everybody that Mutahar was pressured into making it, and then Mutahar ghosted everybody. Nux comes out and goes, all these people are super toxic. Mutahar was pressured into doing it. So on one hand, that could be referencing Hassan Piker. On the other hand, that could be referencing me, Chud, and Keemstar, who have talked to him, and Tom, who've talked to him on multiple occasions where he gave his very, his own opinions as to how this thing should go. To be honest, I have no proof for this, so I'm not saying it as an allegation, but more how I personally feel this went down. I feel like he just went to Nux Taku and said, yeah, my friends were pushing me to do this, and it got out of control. I have a feeling, I don't know this for sure, just my headcanon, he probably threw us under the bus. If I had to guess, if I had to just throw my hat into the ring there, it does kind of feel like we got thrown under the bus here, which is crummy because we've been defending him on social media. At least I have. So that's how I feel like it went down. Again, that's my headcanon. I'm not saying for a matter of fact. I have no definitive evidence, but I feel like when Nux went said, hey, like, why'd you make this video? It's like, well, you know, Keemstar reached out to me and Nick talked to me and we did that stream with Chud Lodge. That's how I feel like it went. Because he's a people pleaser. He's a tall tales guy. That's what I got out of Mutahar. I feel like I'm owed some kind of private explanation of what the fuck happened here. When someone's public statements have completely 180'd from their own private opinions expressed hours earlier, I feel like it's not too much to ask what happened and why I'm getting ghosted when he asked me for help. So just to clarify what I mean here, Mutahar had like very specific opinions. I didn't reach out to Mutahar. He reached out to me with a video and said to watch it. And then we talked about it. And then I gave him more information and he went, wow, this is terrible. Then he got pushback from Lollycons later in the night. And he said like, this is something I wanted to do. So I don't know what happened when he took the video down then, because what all the stuff that I can read of like Mutahar's opinion is like, I wanted to do this. It is important. This is a bad guy. Okay. Then it goes public and then it's like, he's a great guy. I apologize. I've blown this way out of proportion. So I just wish you'd have a position. Really. Like, just like, I don't know, grow a spine. I didn't picture this. I'll say, I'm spoiler alert. I didn't think this guy was like a flake. Right. But like, maybe have a position. Look, you're trying to please everybody. You're pleasing nobody. But the way to please some is to just go on and make content, which is what he's doing. So that's, I guess, the angle in which he plans to take it. In August, Mutahar expressed that he was considering dropping Nux Taku over the same situation. We've constantly played clips from Chud's video, and we've posted it to Twitter. Done all we can do there. There was no Hassan Piker there to pressure him. True. There was absolutely no Hassan Piker, fucking Thanos-type villain coming in and slandering him publicly. He said, if you don't go on the Chud Logic stream and have a really good explanation, I'm going to drop you. And then he didn't do anything. Other people picked up the story. He was forced, quote unquote, by his own opinion, to do something about it. And then he apologized. It just sounds like this guy doesn't have a principled position here. It sounds like he's just trying to please people, which is kind of a shame. Because I did respect him. I don't now, but I did respect him. And it doesn't seem like he really cares about any of this stuff. That's how it comes off to me. If you can just like flutter back and forth from like, this is a very important position for me, and oopsie, I got a little carried away without actually explaining as to where your thought process was wrong and just trying to sweep it all under the rug by being like, we talked about it privately behind the scenes. It's like, yeah, but you made like a 30-minute hit piece video where you broke down individual talking points to explain why this is a bad guy. So I'm going to need like a little bit more information than it's been resolved. Thanks. That's super cool of you to just, provide just a little bit more of that context stuff. I don't really know. Yeah, that's fun. This narrative is a lie and a weird one because of all that discussion was publicly streamed. Yeah, so the reason why it's not a weird one, I wrote it's a weird one, but that was more sarcastic. It's not a weird one because nobody saw it because it happened on Chud's stream, which no shit to Chud Logic or whatever, but it's not like all these people who are reporting on this story care enough to do any research, so they're not going to find it there. It's up to us to continue posting it, which it didn't really get anywhere. Many people felt like Mutahar shanked Nux to appease a crowd, and that's true. It feels like he's left people who have defended him out to dry for similar reasons. It's all just very spineless, disappointing behavior from someone I didn't take as a total flake. Then I responded to some stuff from our community. I've seen a few people upset with me because I'm milking it. I didn't. And I completely reject that. I did 2 stream segments that yielded a total of 3 clips, and it'll stay that way. This is like a intro segment. I don't plan on clipping this. You feel free to post it elsewhere, though. I did 2 stream segments that yielded 3 total clips. I'll probably end up posting 20 to 26 clips this month. I'm still on point for that number. The people saying this have sat through 15 MrBeast segments this year. I think one of my videos on MrBeast recently was longer than all the Mutahar segments if you slam them together. If people are really unsubscribing over me covering a story, they're not. I welcome them to leave. Certainly haven't noticed if that's the case, because they haven't. It's all like the concerned trolling, like, I will be unsubscribing from Nick now, account that was never subscribed, I've never seen them before, that has never commented on me or anything I've ever made. I'm only addressing this now because the clips have settled and people keep pretending it's some gleeful commentary cannibalization. Have seen that, probably mostly from Mutahar fans, because it's like, it's always a cannibalization if and only if you don't like the person who's getting shit on in current day. I guess that's the definition of cannibalization is drama that I don't like, I guess. I'm not really sure. Highly respected YouTuber going completely AWOL. Yeah, I mean, like, the reality of this is, no matter what you think about us criticizing Mutahar, if you pretend that the way he's acted in the last 2 weeks is normal, you're a fucking retard, you're an idiot. I don't really care. I don't care what your opinion is, because even if you're not angry at Mutahar, even if you don't think Mutahar is pathetic, you should still look at this and go, wow, he's acting weird here. Why is that? And then use your brain, because this is not normal behavior from the guy who very recently fought the entire internet over Kaffles, okay? Mutahar didn't delete his Twitter and pretend it was about fucking being called, what is it, pooping in the streets or something, when Keffels' entire community branded him as a transphobe, which is like an infinitely larger level of hate, which could actually like damage your social standing in this fucking online space, significantly more than the stuff that you're seeing here. He also didn't bend the knee and get blasted in the ass when Gerard the Completionist threatened him with a lawsuit. He kept moving forward on that one too. So if legal threats and being branded as a fucking transphobe didn't ruffle Muta's feathers, I'm not really sure why he blew up his entire Twitter account and then left the internet and then got into this drama, posted a video that was really rushed and deleted it and then issued an apology and then left for another 5 days before ultimately coming back and trying to tie it up in a nice little bow of nothingness on his new video. Again, it's all wildly out of character. I understand if you've character assassinated him in the past couple of weeks or whatever, and I don't even think any of that is, I don't think all the stuff that I've seen is unrealistic. A lot of it is some good arguments, if I am being fair about it. But even then, you could point, this is not like normal Mutahar behavior. Even if you have a really low opinion of him, and you've gone back and you've watched everything and you've like reevaluated or what, he's still not this flaky. He's never been this flaky. This is weird. This is some weird shit. Like it or not, nothing the dude said or done in the past 2 weeks makes any sense. I reserve my rights to be mad when I'm slighted or express my opinion on my YouTube channel. I'm not happy people are shitting on Mutahar. I'm annoyed that he's acting like a coward and letting everyone eat shit over it. This was posted before his new statement where he pretended he talked to everybody. He didn't. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. I don't know. This feels like it could have been a pretty easy open and shut, just discuss the situation and move forward type of thing. But he's doing the, I'm a big YouTuber, so I'm going to just let this fester. And then when somebody bigger makes an exposed video in 2 years, I'm going to pretend I've addressed it kind of discourse. I don't know. Any questions? Can we move forward? He never spoke to Chud. Yeah, I mean, I think he spoke to Keem, and I think he spoke to Nux. I don't know who else he's talked to. Certainly nobody else involved. That's that. Tipster, say what you want about me, but Mutahar was one of those people saying I was dumb for wanting to stop drama content, and when he became a target, he played the same card. Yeah, again, I don't know. There's a lot of people who keep saying stuff like that, Tipster. But I think the drama community is better when Charlie's not making videos on it. And I think the drama community might be better. And it's crazy I'm saying this after I wanted him to do the MrBeast interview and I pitched for it. It's probably better without him in it too. So you're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. He refuses to talk to PPP and Warsk. I mean, I don't know why he would. I have no idea why he'd pick up the phone there. That's literally only going to look bad for him. Yeah. They're going to eat him alive on that podcast. Like, why would he possibly answer the phone? Oh, yeah. Drama community is worse without tips. It's crazy. All right, I saw a bunch of tags. Stream hit the goal. I was wondering why I was being tagged during this, and it was literally just people telling me that we hit the goal. All right, so we're good. We don't have anything else to say about it. I mean, I don't know. I knew people were going to ask me about this, so I figured I would just address it right at the top of the hour. But there really isn't much to say.
Who is Bunty King?
I'm going to be honest with you. There's really nothing that I could possibly say here that's different than the stuff that's already in my videos or on my Twitter, because he didn't say anything new in his video at all. It's weird, honestly. I'm inclined to disagree with you, just due to how long I've watched him. Hardly seems like the guy to puss over a few stream clips. Well, Sailors, that's exactly why I wanted to say it like that, because even if you still like him, even if you still like the stuff he's done, he objectively did that here. Like, he definitely did freak the fuck out and then revert his entire course overnight because he had a panic. And I don't know why he did that, but it's up for everyone else's speculation. Mudahar might talk to Flamenco. Now that's a good interview. See, you should take that. You should take that. So yeah, that's good.